All content contained within this video is for entertainment purposes only and is not intended to be a substitute for professional advice.
Trick your brain to enjoy difficult things. William Ellery Channing said, "Difficulties are meant to rouse, not discourage. The human spirit is to grow strong by conflict." It is important to remember that all things become easier as we continue to do them. Remember learning to ride a bicycle or how to swim. Remember how great that task seemed to be as a child who was completely new to the entire concept. It got progressively easier, didn't it? The same holds true with almost anything. If we hate something, it is even more difficult. If we love it, it automatically becomes that much easier. As they say in the United States military, embrace the suck. Number 1. Find a purpose or meaning behind the task. When we have a clear purpose or meaning behind a task, it can help us find enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. John F. Kennedy said, "Effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction." Finding a purpose or meaning behind the task can be a powerful motivator and can help us find enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. When we understand the purpose or meaning behind a task, it can give us a sense of direction and help us see how our efforts are contributing to something bigger than ourselves. This can make the task feel more meaningful and rewarding, and can help us find enjoyment in the process. For example, if you are trying to learn a new skill, finding a purpose or meaning behind it can help you stay motivated and committed to the task. Perhaps you are learning the skill because it will help you advance in your career, or because it will allow you to contribute to a project or cause that you are passionate about. Having a clear purpose or meaning behind the task can help you see the value in your efforts and can help you find enjoyment in the process. Brian Tracy said, "All successful people, men and women, are big dreamers. They imagine what their future could be, ideal in every respect, and then they work every day toward their distant vision, that goal or purpose." It's important to note that finding a purpose or meaning behind a task doesn't mean that the task itself will be easy or enjoyable all the time. There will still be challenges and obstacles to overcome, but having a clear purpose or meaning can help you stay motivated and focused, and can help you find enjoyment in the process of overcoming those challenges. Ultimately, finding a purpose or meaning behind a task can be a powerful tool for helping you find enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. Number 2. Break the task down into smaller, more manageable chunks. This can make the task feel less overwhelming and can help us make progress more easily. Desmond Tutu said, "There is only one way to eat an elephant, a bite at a time." Breaking a task down into smaller, more manageable chunks can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult endeavors. When we have a large, complex task in front of us, it can feel overwhelming and daunting, which can make it difficult to find enjoyment in the process. By breaking the task down into smaller chunks, we can make it feel more manageable and achievable, which can help us stay motivated and focused. For example, if you are trying to learn a new skill, breaking the task down into smaller chunks might mean setting specific goals for each practice session, or breaking the skill down into smaller components that you can practice and master one at a time. This can help you feel like you are making progress and can help you find enjoyment in the process. Mark Twain said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and starting on the first one. It's important to note that breaking a task down into smaller chunks doesn't necessarily mean that the task will be easy or enjoyable all the time. There will still be challenges and obstacles to overcome, but breaking the task down into smaller chunks can help you feel more in control and can help you stay motivated to continue making progress. Ultimately, breaking a task down into smaller, more manageable chunks can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult endeavors. Number 3. Find ways to make the task more fun. Adding some fun elements or incorporating elements of play can make even the most difficult tasks feel more enjoyable. William James said, "It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome." Finding ways to make a task more fun can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult endeavors. When we are able to add some fun elements or incorporate elements of play into a task, it can make it feel more enjoyable and can help us stay motivated and engaged. There are many ways that you can make a task more fun, depending on the task itself and your personal preferences. Some ideas might include adding music or other audio, incorporating games or competitions, or finding ways to make the task more interactive or hands-on. You might also consider adding some elements of surprise or novelty to the task, or finding ways to make the task more social and interactive. Helen Keller said, "Be of good cheer. Do not think of today's failures, but of the success that may come tomorrow." You have set yourself a difficult task, but you will succeed if you persevere, and you will find joy in overcoming obstacles. Remember, no effort that we make to attain something beautiful is ever lost.
You are watching Advance Dynamix, the success channel for those with a winner's mindset. Most just coast. We strive to thrive. Hello, winners. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. And if you get something out of this, please hit like and leave a comment. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and his world-renowned prosperity program, 6 Minutes to Success. The link is in the description. Without further ado, let's get back to today's video.
It's important to note that finding ways to make a task more fun doesn't necessarily mean that the task itself will be easy or enjoyable all the time. There will still be challenges and obstacles to overcome, but adding some fun elements can help you stay engaged and motivated to continue. Ultimately, finding ways to make a task more fun can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. And by the way, if you are getting something out of this, please hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a new episode of the Advanced Dynamix Strive to Thrive channel. Number 4. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people. Having a supportive network of people can help us feel more confident and motivated to tackle difficult tasks. Hugh Downs said, "A happy person is not a person in a certain set of circumstances, but rather a person with a certain set of attitudes." Surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive people can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult endeavors. When we have a supportive network of people around us, it can help us feel more confident and motivated to tackle difficult tasks. There are many ways that you can surround yourself with positive, supportive people. You might seek out mentors or role models who can provide guidance and encouragement. Or you might seek out friends or colleagues who are supportive and positive. You might also consider joining a group or community where you can connect with others who are working towards similar goals. Roy T. Bennett said, "Good things happen in your life when you surround yourself with positive people." It's important to note that having a supportive network of people doesn't necessarily mean that the task itself will be easy or enjoyable all the time. There will still be challenges and obstacles to overcome, but having a supportive network can help you feel more confident and motivated to continue. Ultimately, surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. Number 5. Shift your mindset. Changing our perspective on the task can help us approach it with a more positive attitude. Stephen Curry said, "It's a really weird mindset to kind of try to take my mentality on the basketball court and bring it here on to the golf course. I don't want to have too high of expectations on, like each hole, just try to enjoy the process. But hopefully get out to a good start tomorrow and be in the conversation and see what happens." Shifting our mindset can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult endeavors. When we change our perspective on a task, it can help us approach it with a more positive attitude and can help us find enjoyment in the process. There are many ways that you can shift your mindset when tackling a difficult task. You might try reframing the task in a more positive light or focusing on the benefits and rewards that you will gain from completing the task. You might also try adopting a growth mindset, where you see challenges and obstacles as opportunities for learning and growth rather than setbacks. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Shifting your mindset can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. Number 6. Find ways to incorporate your strengths and interests. When we can incorporate our strengths and interests into a task, it can make it feel more enjoyable. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength." Finding ways to incorporate our strengths and interests into a task can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult endeavors. When we are able to use our strengths and pursue our interests in the tasks that we undertake, it can make the task feel more enjoyable and rewarding. There are many ways that you can incorporate your strengths and interests into a task. You might try finding ways to customize or personalize the task to better align with your strengths and interests. Or you might try finding ways to apply your strengths and interests to the task in a creative or innovative way. You might also try finding ways to connect the task to your larger goals and aspirations, which can help you see the value and meaning in your efforts. Michael Jordan said, "My attitude is that if you push me towards something that you think is a weakness, then I will turn that perceived weakness into a strength." It's important to note that incorporating your strengths and interests into a task doesn't necessarily mean that the task itself will be easy or enjoyable all the time. There will still be challenges and obstacles to overcome, but using your strengths and interests can help you feel more energized and motivated to continue. Ultimately, finding ways to incorporate your strengths and interests into a task can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in even the most difficult endeavors. Number 7. Practice mindfulness. Focusing on the present moment and our experiences can help us find enjoyment in difficult tasks. Nihad Han said, "Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and to look at all beings with eyes of compassion." Practicing mindfulness can be a helpful strategy for finding enjoyment in difficult tasks. When we focus on the present moment and our experiences, it can help us stay grounded and focused and can help us find enjoyment in the process. There are many ways that you can practice mindfulness when tackling a difficult task. You might try focusing on your breath or body sensations, or you might try paying attention to your thoughts and emotions without judgment. You might also try bringing a sense of curiosity and openness to your experiences, and try to stay present and engaged with the task at hand. Dalai Lama said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." We hope you have enjoyed this episode, and we will see you on the next one. Strive to thrive, winners.
If you got something out of today's video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Click the Show More link on this video to check out our sponsor Bob Proctor and his world-renowned prosperity program, 6 Minutes to Success. You'll also find the link to get your Attitude Winners gear, including wall art, luggage covers, hoodies, and t-shirts at advancedynamix.com. Strive to thrive, winners.